Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ali Madawi and Christina Perry in here back at you with another edition of the Yup Daily. And you already know it is Money Making Monday. So we're going to be talking about how to light up the energy, the momentum, the excitement within your business, within your team, whether you have a sales force, whether you are a small operation, small mom and pop, or whether you are even Yepper. You're going to love today's topic because it's going to set up the tone for the remainder of this week. And oh my goodness, let me tell you, we are going to be going all out for you this week because on November 30th, the following Monday, in exactly 7 days, we are back, baby. The Yup to Freedom 5-day challenge is back like never ever. And oh my goodness, you are going to hear about the updated lineup, and the greatness that we're going to be having is second to none. So first things first, before we get this party train rolling and go choo-choo, baby, why don't you do me a favor? Let me know where you are chiming in from, what part of the world, what part of the country, what part of the city, state you are chiming in from. And hello, Nadia from the UK, my sister from another mister, Mary also from the UK. Let's go. Debbie Salmons, who happens to be in Vero Beach, Florida. What's going on? Susan Cagle from Georgia. Cindy, hello. What's going on? Weenie from Sydney, Australia. Hey, Montreal. Gaetan in the house. What's going on? Chris Beddoes from Ohio. All right, Julie, I see you. Alicia from Alabama, or Alicia from Alabama. Chris Eason from PA. All right, you guys are rocking and rolling. How is your Monday started? 1 to 10, 10 being an oh my goodness, I'm ready to take on the world. Look at that. We got Michael from Sweden. What's going on? Do me a favor, make sure that you share this wherever you feel like would be adding value to your teams, to your organization. If you have a private group, private messenger, but let the world know. Gina Easton from York, PA. All right. I think we are ready to rock and roll with a whole lot of excitement in here. And ladies and gentlemen, never before have I been more excited to share with you the stage with this incredible, unbelievable human being, which one, she has absolutely brought the heat to our organization. She has absolutely taught us so much more and made us all so much more excited about everything that we do day in and day out. And she goes by the name of Christina Perry. She is a motivational speaker, a best-selling author, a business guru, and one of the best human beings that you can have around you if you are just alive. But more so, she is going to be one of your master trainers in our Yup to Freedom Challenge coming up November 30th. Christina, how's your day going this morning?
Oh my gosh, fantastic. And I absolutely love seeing all these people coming in across the globe. Let me tell you something, that's what it's all about. But thank you so much for those kind words. You know how much I've already learned from you just in 3 weeks?
You are too kind.
You are the one that's absolutely fabulous. So
you are too kind. All right. So today we're going to talk about how we can add the excitement, elevate the momentum, and allow people to just get everybody from sleepy mode to fire mode. So if you can get right into it, what would be the top 3 elements that you may have for anyone that's watching right now?
Well, first of all, I was sitting down. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I stood up because, move around. Those endorphins start moving. Hey, let's throw that one out there real quick. I have to share with you, there's just so many things that can get you moving, get you going, get you excited, get you motivated. One of the top things that I think is so incredibly important is that PMA. Positive mental attitude. Hey, we learned that in Sales 101, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
I just graduated. You said I graduated high school 15 years ago, so I learned
Just
that.
about.
Yeah, that's right. But a positive mental attitude, to me, that's the first thing that just pops off. And, all of us that are out there, doesn't mean that things aren't going to be up and down. But when you wake up and you make that decision to put your feet on the floor, what is your day going to be like? How are you going to set that? I think we all can agree that people like to be around positive people. Let's just say that maybe you're one of those people that is not naturally positive. It could be from things that have just happened in your life, your environment. You know that you can actually get to that positive, that PMA, that mindset. Meet with people. You've got communities of people. There's so many people out there that are positive. Step into that. Invest in yourself. Go read positive things. Stay away from negative drama. Get it out, get it away, and always get with those people that keep you elevated. I mean, I would say, real quick, just focusing on that positive mindset, Ali, is so important. So I'm going to have you throw a couple of things in there and we'll just go back and forth.
Yeah, no, I want to piggyback on what you said. For me, is how you do anything is how you do everything, and how you start the morning is how you're going to finish the day. So the biggest piece for me is I can predict the success of my day based on how I started my day. So if your day started cranky, aggravated, frustrated, your day is going to go on in that pattern. So you got to be very aware and very careful with what in the health and wellness space. We talk about your intake, right? Like, is going to dictate everything as far as your body, about the way you feel and whatnot. Well, the same exact thing goes for how to actually add value. Like today, I was pumped. I was jumping on the trampoline that we have in the house just to get my bloodstream going. And I'm texting everybody that I'm working with, like, oh my God, it's going to be an amazing week. And, talking to my wife, and she's like, are you ready to rock and roll? I'm like, yeah, babe, all day, every day. And that know-how, like I tell my body it's going to be an unbelievably amazing day. So I perform at that peak mode throughout the whole day.
And just jumping in real quick, a positive attitude that really turns into a great positive mood. And when you do that, when you have that PMA, that turns into a day of it, right? And then you've got a day of PMA, that positive mental attitude, which turns into a week, which turns into a month, which turns into a year. We all know that becomes habit, that your life becomes positive. So you just have to start out that day. Again, we're going to come against things, but it's how you face those, by the way, whether it's business, personal, that doesn't matter. It's just like you said, when you wake up in the morning, what are you doing? What is the first thing? Are you naturally strolling through Facebook or social media? Are you getting to something? Are you praying? Are you, what is that first thing that you're doing? So to me, the positive mindset, to me, that says it all, because everything's going to come from that, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. The other thing is, or if you don't mind, from your expertise and experience, when you have what we call a sleepy team, a team that just kind of like was going up and then all of a sudden things just settled. How do you revive that momentum within the team that you have? Like, what are some of the things that you would do?
Yeah. So one of the things that I've done through the years, I've actually named our team, making them feel just really amazing about themselves. I would call anybody ever actually see the movie Rainmaker, but does anybody know the definition of what a rainmaker is? That's somebody who has this uncanny ability just to be able to make things happen in business, to increase business. It is a phenomenal word. I always loved it. So we always called ourselves the Rainmaker Group. And, when I look at that, I also look at people, doesn't matter if you're in traditional business, if you're maybe sales and marketing, a traditional business, or if you are in the beautiful industry of direct sales. A lot of times in businesses, there's rank. So we also call it, you can move it into a rank maker. So one of the things that's so important, Ali, when I look at, motivating, in some cases, a volunteer army, right? Or even motivating, a staff or people that are working with you. One of the things that people love more than anything, you want to know what that is? You probably know. It is recognition and just being appreciated. People like to feel like that they've done something that is nice and wonderful and good. People like to be appreciated. That's one of the first things that you can do with a team, is just tell them, how much you appreciate them, even if in your mind you believe that they can do better. So motivating, especially when it comes to a volunteer army, it is truly lifting those people up. And I'll share with you in the industry. So I'm going to talk about direct sales for a second. So in the world of direct sales, this is a volunteer army because you're the CEO of YOU. Nobody works for anybody, right? So how do we wake these people up? See, I personally believe that there always has to be a plan. Do you remember when you first started? You remember that urgency? Do you remember, okay, I'm going to go put this plan together and I'm going to go focus and I'm going to call all of these people. Why does all of a sudden that go away? Is it because maybe you heard the NO word? That 2-letter word? Which, to me, every time you hear no, it's just closer to that next yes. But what happens is you need to we look at what people do on a monthly basis, and all of a sudden towards the end of a month, this when they start gearing up is like, end your month. You want to do it is that you want to start your month and go through. It is all about consistency. We were talking about this a few minutes beforehand. Being consistent on a daily basis. You can't start something. You can't have that urgency and that excitement and that energy in the very beginning, and your team is watching you, or you're bringing people in, then all of a sudden you go, whoop, you're gone.
Yeah.
You can't do that, Ollie. You two have got to keep that energy up. You've got to continue being consistent every single day. I mean, of course, I could sit here and do a complete 2-hour training on this whole thing, but I'll start with that. And I'm going to pass it back to you for a minute.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that. In so many ways. I mean, the impact, it's not just a matter of lack of consistency, but if I'm following you, Christina, whether you're, I'm a VP of a company that you're CEO for, or indirect sales, the mindset is you quit on me. As a leader, you said, I'm going to go all out and I'm going to get you to the promised land. And the fact that you pulled away for whatever reason or another, my brain translates it, I made a wrong decision on following her because she's not the one that's going to get me to where I need to get. So, the speed of the team is the speed of the leader. And unless you as a leader, no matter what role, rank, and leadership is not a title, is the activity that you actually do within that title. That speed that you are creating is the speed that's going to elevate your whole team. Otherwise, my friend, you killed your own team's momentum.
Yeah, it's so true. And I can tell you right now, I would never want to be in that place. So I think sometimes what's important, we were talking about appreciating people, lifting other people up. Right. So let's just say that which has happened to me, maybe whether it's been maybe a surgery or my husband transplant or something, where I had to step aside for certain reasons. What you do is those people, you brought people into this, into your business, into, your company for a reason. You've got people that are also, you're lifting up as leaders. Again, remember that appreciation, lifting up, bringing those people up and up. Go to those people. Go to those people that are like-minded like you, that helped you build your business, and say, Ali, listen, for about a week here, I mean, no matter what it is, it could be something that's not, surgery or something like that. It could be that maybe just things aren't really good with you. Maybe someone's sick. I mean, there's so many things that can happen, but go to that person that you can depend on. It could be a group of people. Ollie, I need your help. Right now, this is what's going on. I'm asking all of you to step up. You already are there, but I need for all of you to be there for me, because I need to step away for a few days or whatever that is. So again, there you're lifting those people up, saying, hey, replace me for a little bit, right? Think about what that makes people feel like. I mean, It makes them feel important.
And I'll back it up with a real example. The first week of October, our daughter, newborn daughter, was born on October 5th. So that's not even a month and a half ago, just about, right? And I had that conversation with the people that I'm working with the team that I'm working with. And I said, hey, so I love you all, and I really, really want to be there for you every hour of the day. But I hope you understand that I'm going to be there for my family for the next 7 days before and after the birth of our daughter, and so on and so forth. And that absolutely allowed team members to step up and fill in the role. But then they identified their own greatness. They realized, wow, the interesting thing, the month of October for the organization that I'm working with has had the best month in production out of 12 months in that month of October. And I 100% credited to the fact that I allowed them and gave them permission. Hey, go ahead and lead. I'm out of the picture. And they just did what they do best. So I couldn't agree with you more on that aspect.
I mean, so have you stepped back just to let them keep going?
Yep.
But I mean, it's true.
About to have another baby.
But I mean, it's true. You have those people, and you lift them up, in this world. And again, this could be also in traditional business and in the world of direct sales. When you look at, even when you look at advancements through your organization, you look at whether it's week to week or whether it's month to month, you have certain ranks where you can start moving up. It's again, I'm talking about two different traditional, because you move up, whether you just started out in a position, maybe you went up to a manager position. it's the same thing in the world of direct sales where you're moving up in ranks as well. What's so important, whether it's weekly or monthly, based on how you are compensated, is so important to celebrate all the victories. It doesn't matter if it could be the smallest victory in whatever company you're in. That first little level of moving up, celebrate that. But you know what else you do? You console the defeats. You get with the people that didn't hit there, or maybe they didn't get that position. And it's so important to gather around those people in the consoling part. And when you do that, you get with them and say, listen, it is okay, but next week or this week or next month, it's going to be different. It's going to change. So console it, get it out of the way, and then move towards those wins. It's those small little victories. A lot of you hear me talk about this, the small little victories that keep adding up and adding up and adding up. And then it becomes major victories. And major victories, guess what? That turns into momentum.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And that is such factual, by the way. I personally, I know that when I'm having a bad month and I get like, hey, it's all right, pick your head up. It is what it is. We fell a little bit short, but here's what we're going to double down the following month and we're going to do, and we're going to adjust and so on and so forth. So that little bit of love definitely helps a little bit to kind of get your head back in gear. You know, I remember when I was in corporate America, as much as I did not like him, my boss would always say, praise in public, discipline in private. Praise in public, discipline. He's like, don't ever yell at one of our cooks for something that they might have done, you know, deliberately to cheat a process on making a meal or anything like that. If you see it, pull them aside. Hey, let me tell you something. That one thing that you skipped really compromised this, such and such and such and such. But when something is done right, it would be like this celebratory event in the kitchen, the whole like shift. Or like, man, look at that beautiful plate. Guys, check that one out. That is the best one that I've seen today. And then you see everybody starting to compete to get the next compliment and bring the best out of people, you know. So I couldn't agree with you more on that aspect.
Or what about all of us at some point in our lives have been somewhere, whether it was in your business or maybe at a restaurant or somewhere in public where someone was called down. And you saw that person that it might have been in a higher management role speak negative or ugly or curse. I think we've all heard that.
Yeah.
What was your whole thought process about that? Would you want that person as a boss? Would you want to even be anywhere? And if that person does that in public, you talking about public, what in the world are they doing in private?
Yeah.
So, you know, make sure that you're not that person. Again, lift up. And so, you know, one of the things that we also talk about in the world of direct sales, and it's in traditional business as well, positive goes down, or, you know, and then negative goes up.
Yep. Right on. Well, here's the thing. You know, we just spent about 18 minutes, and how many nuggets have you all picked up from this last 18 minutes? Now, I got a follow-up question to that. How many more nuggets would you have? And imagine if you could spend a whole week with us. That's right, 5 days, not just with Christina and myself, but with a gentleman by the name of Jimmy Izell, who happens to be a CEO of a publicly traded company right now that is building to become a Fortune 100 company, with individuals who have literally shared stages with Anthony Hopkins, 12-time Oscar winner, with individuals who have shared stages with Les Brown and Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn, with individuals who literally train with Bob Proctor and are training their affiliates, with individuals who are building right now as we speak digital marketing companies who are trainers and coaches to the masses. Imagine what 5 days with those individuals are going to be. Christina, what would be your perspective on what should anyone anticipate out of the 5-day Yup to Freedom Challenge?
I want to share with each and every one of you. I've been a part of this personal community that I'm with for about 3 weeks, and I was a part of this 5-day challenge. And I've been an entrepreneur for 18 years, but when I was a part of this 5-day challenge, it changed my life and upgraded my life in so many different ways. I mean, I was able to hear, and I look at who's going to be on next week, the trainers that we have, their backgrounds, all of the little nuggets that you learn. It is unbelievable, Ali, and everyone out there. Clear your calendar, be a part of this, because you will walk away feeling as though you have paid somebody $25,000 to go to this mastermind event with all of the training, the mindset. It is truly life-changing. So clear your calendar. I know you're going to talk a little bit more about it, Ali, you know, when it starts and everything. But like Ali said, some of the people that are training, you truly would be paying a nice figure to watch these people and listen to these people. So Ali, you know, when we do this upcoming week,
what if I can't? What if I have to have the baby next to me? Huh? It's okay. I heard her cry, so I couldn't help.
You have to get her.
Distract us.
Hey, it's called a home business, right? This is why we it's called a home business. So that's why we're. Yeah. But I'll share with you the mindset. You know, that even I was able to obtain. I mean, I was looking at Jimmy Azell, the CEO. You know, watching him taking notes. I mean, we are all learning. It doesn't matter if we've been trainers ourselves. We are all growing and we're all learning each and every day. But I can share with you, this is something that you do not want to miss next week. Completely update and will change the trajectory of your life. I can sincerely say that.
100%. And I'll even add this to it. It's all virtual. It's from the comfort of your own cell phone or computer. Yes, you can have a baby in your hand while you are learning and elevating your business. And I can promise you, with everything that's within me, this has allowed me personally to get an audiobook out. This has allowed me to write, as we speak, my second book. This has allowed me to elevate my game up from a digital perspective, to launch a vlog, and just to become the best entrepreneur that I can be while I have a baby in my hand right now as we speak. So let me ask you, what can you do with 5 days that is literally worth just about $25,000 worth of training and coaching? This is 100% complimentary. Yes, there will be some sessions that you can upgrade for either $7 or $47. Should you want to work with the VIP master trainers, you're more than welcome to do so. However, it is absolutely complimentary to you. So we couldn't be more excited. I am absolutely elevating my game up because of this week coming up. And I'm looking forward for all of you to do the same.
Yes, I am too. And there are so many people that are just, you know, Julie said, showing up, separate their children in business. I personally think that Ollie went in there and pinched her to get her up so he could do this right now. I'm joking. He would never do that. But yes, please join us. We're going to have more information for you. It will start the 30th, this upcoming Monday. And again, will change the course of your life forever. Beautiful little baby, Ali. Must look like her mother.
All right, y'all. Well, listen, with a baby in my hand, I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing every single one of you next time on the Yup Daily. Have a blessed day, everybody.
Be blessed, everyone. Bye-bye.